Mr. Van Bynen, please go ahead, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My questions are for Minister Anand. But before asking my question, I will say to you that I will allow you to answer your questions, not because of Standing Order 16.2 or Standing Order 48.2 or Standing Order 18 or Standing Order 11, but out of respect and courtesy for your professional advice that you're providing this group. I also want to put an end to some of this armchair contract speculation. As a banker of over 30 years, I believe that transparency in your business dealings is extremely important, but so is respecting confidentiality, particularly when it comes to intellectual property and commercial contracts. Whether in the House or in committees, the opposition keeps asking for details of the vaccine contracts to be released. Minister, we all have a common goal to get Canadians vaccinated through this pandemic, and would releasing a contract improve the availability of Canadians to access to this vaccine any sooner?
Well, thank you for your statement at the outset. And I will say, I too believe in the utmost professionalism when testifying at committee or appearing in the House of Commons. It's one of the reasons I entered politics, to ensure that we have proper discourse. I will say that the release of contracts is something that I can understand Canadians and the opposition wanting, given that I too believe in transparency and accountability. I have been raising this issue with the vaccine suppliers. At the same time, we are obliged to respect the terms of our contracts. There are two parties to a contract. It's a bilateral deal. And as a result, I cannot unilaterally decide to release a contract. It needs to be something that both parties agree upon. And as a result, at this point in time, it would be imprudent and illegal for me to release those contracts. Now, to the point of your question, that is, would it provide greater clarity? As I said, those vaccine contracts contain quarterly delivery timelines, which we have mentioned are the end of March for Pfizer and Moderna for 4 million and 2 million doses, respectively. The part of this negotiation with the vaccine suppliers that we are making clear are these estimated delivery schedules that naturally shift given the ramp up that is occurring in the supply chain at their production facilities. We will continue to provide information to Canadians, whether it is positive or negative. Unfortunately, last week involved negative news, but we still provided it. This week, we are seeing a ramp up in the deliveries coming to Canada, and that is going to continue to steadily incline. And that is information that we will also share with Canadians in the interest of transparency and accountability. And then to go back to the point about what else are we doing? Weekly, we hold transparency briefings or technical briefings with officials. Major General Danny Fortin and the other officials attend to answer Canadians' questions. That's in addition to our appearance at these committees, at appearances in the House of Commons, and we will continue to be as clear and accountable to Canadians as possible. It is our commitment as a government. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. One other question. Has anyone else published weekly or quarterly schedules for delivery?
The answer is no. To my knowledge, we are the only country publishing delivery schedules. And therefore, I think the implication that we are not being transparent is incorrect. We are providing as much information regarding deliveries that we get. As soon as I heard that the Pfizer plant was undergoing a ramp up and had to involve reduced deliveries to Canada, I came before Canadians. I received the information on a Thursday night, and I was before Canadians on Friday morning. That's my commitment, to provide information to Canadians as soon as I get it, and it's our commitment as a government to provide that information to provinces and territories. The contracts do not contain delivery schedules on a week-to-week basis, and they therefore are not the main item that Canadians think they are. Thank you.